Hello and welcome. My name is John Edwards, and I am a certified Gottman method couples therapist and a licensed psychotherapist. I'm really excited to bring you the very first episode of the Relationship Success Cafe. So during these episodes, I will be providing you with tidbits on how to make your relationship a success. So the very first episode will be the top 6 reasons why marriage counseling doesn't work. And you're probably wondering, wait, didn't he just say that he was going to give us tidbits of information in order to help us make our relationships better? That is correct. But I'm going to tell you why one of the most common things that people do to make their relationships better doesn't work, and that is marriage counseling. So, here are the top 6 reasons why marriage counseling doesn't work. Okay, here we go. Reason number 6. You have a bad marriage counselor. That's right. You heard me correctly. I'm saying you have a bad marriage counselor. Your counselor was trained in couples counseling or marriage counseling, but he or she is just really bad at what they do. And in this case, it won't matter because they're just bad at what they do. Just as how they're bad drivers, they're bad doctors, they're bad lawyers, they're bad nurses. You have a bad marriage counselor, and if that's what's happening, couples counseling will not work. Reason number 5, you don't have a good fit with your marriage counselor. So research is very clear that the biggest reason that counseling succeeds is because the client likes the counselor. And so if you're having marriage counseling with a counselor or a psychotherapist that you do not like, it is probably not going to work. Reason number 4, couples wait an average of 6 years of having problems before they go get help. That's right, 6 years. Usually around year 3, couples realize, we're having some problems, we should probably do something about it. Most don't. Most wait another 3 years, and then they decide, we should really go get some help. But guess what? By the time you get to the couples counselor's office, your problems are like gangrene. They're really bad. You're in a lot of distress. And then what tends to happen is folks go, I don't want to do this much work to save this relationship. And so it doesn't really matter what the couples counselor does. People don't want to work that hard, and so it doesn't really work. Reason number 3. One member of the couple is not really committed to the process, right? So they go, I'll go to couples counseling because my partner is the problem. And so they go and they say, hey, everything in the relationship would be great if you can fix him. Everything in the relationship would be great if you can fix her. The problem is that it takes 2 people to have problems, and therefore it takes 2 people to rebuild, reconnect, and revitalize the relationship. So if one person is there really so that the other person can get fixed, then the couples counseling is not going to work. Reason number 2. One person in the couple has already emotionally left the relationship. They've probably already seen an attorney. They're thinking about who's going to get the kids. They're thinking about who's going to get the dog or the cat. And the only reason they go to couples counseling is so that they can check it off on a box and say, yep, I tried it. And they basically, as my former Korean coworker used to say, they're saving face. So they're going to counseling so that they can tell their friends, their coworkers, their family, kids, whoever might ask, we tried counseling, but it didn't work. But they were never committed to the counseling process to begin with. They were only doing it so that they can say, yep, I tried it. And so therefore, the couples counseling will not work. Okay, let's recap before we get to the number one reason. Reason number 6, you have a bad couples counselor. Reason number 5, you do not have a good fit with your counselor. You don't really like your couples counselor. Reason number 4, you've waited too long. You've waited a long time and your problems are really, really bad. And so you've now decided that, you don't want to do that much work. Reason number 3, one person is only going because they think the other person has all the problems. Reason number 2, one person has already emotionally left the relationship. And now we are ready for reason number 1 as to why couples counseling or marriage counseling does not work. And here we go. The number 1 reason why couples counseling or marriage counseling does not work. You are seeing a couples therapist or a marriage counselor who has zero training or very little training in couples counseling or marriage counseling. You're probably thinking, hey, wait a minute, isn't this like number 6? Didn't you say that number 6 is that I have a bad marriage counselor or we have a bad marriage counselor? Number 6, the couples therapist or marriage counselor has training in couples counseling or marriage counseling. They're just bad at it. This reason, the number 1 reason, is that the therapist that you may be seeing has zero training or very little training in couples counseling or marriage counseling. And therefore, not only do they not know what they're doing, they're also bad at it because they don't know what they're doing. And so this is the number 1 reason why couples counseling or marriage counseling will not work. Most of us, when we go to counseling school, whether it's we go to get a degree in psychology or social work or marriage and family therapy, we get excellent training in individual counseling. However, very few programs provide very specific in-depth training for couples counseling or marriage counseling or relationship counseling. So it is very important that when you select your marriage counselor, that you be sure that they have received very specific training in couples counseling or marriage counseling or relationship counseling. Otherwise, it will not work. There you have it, the top 6 reasons why couples counseling does not work. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time on the next episode of the Relationship Success Cafe. Go out and make life amazing.